Well, first of all, it's really important to explain why Asia is important. I mean, for Google, it's our fastest growing region, and we're very cognizant of the fact that it has a very, very large base of users who are young and coming online for the first time. And we feel that Google, as an innovation and information company with a mission that's very relevant to that growth, can actually make a big contribution. And so in terms of the transition, the number of aspects, one is the use of AI and the impact of AI, but also the need for energy to drive the growth and development in a sustainable way in this region. So there's a clear intersection between those two issues. So we believe that AI will be a huge driver of prosperity and growth for the whole world, but including and especially this part of the world, which is very dynamic, very technology optimistic, and young and growing. But we need to make sure that the way in which we provide the infrastructure to enable that AI is environmentally responsible, responsibly manages the resource consumption. But at the same time, we're focused on making sure that the powers of AI that can unlock meaningful emission reduction is actually identified and scaled up in Asia. So that's in Asia Pacific, so that's something we're really focused on. Google is committed to running our businesses 24/7 on carbon-free energy by 2030. And Asia Pacific, it's not easy, but it's still a goal that we hold as to be very, very important. And so we're making lots of investments, for example, in geothermal, in offshore wind, in decentralized solar power deals in Japan. So these are sorts of the investments that we're making, and we're evolving that over time to make sure that we're maximizing our impact locally. Yeah. As we know, Google services, including AI, run on data centers, and data centers take a lot of electricity, and it's important for our goals of being net zero by 2030 to minimize that impact. And so when it comes to solar power and wind, you can scale this up pretty quickly, but unfortunately the sun doesn't always shine and the wind doesn't always blow, and you need, for data centers to run 24 hours, you need that firm power. And so, in order to drive towards that, you need to have visibility into your consumption. And that's why we're a big proponent of hourly tracking, which is the first step that allows you to then work towards solutions, towards an energy mix that includes hydro, geothermal, etc., that allows you to actually power your needs 24/7 with carbon-free energy. A really important theme from the Asia Action Summit today is it's time. It's time for Asia to take the lead. This is the region that accounts for 60% of the world's population, half of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, and yet the population continues to grow, the economies continue to grow, and there's development. And so Asia needs to be a big part of that conversation, and it's all parts of Asia, including China and India and Japan and Korea, in addition to, of course, Southeast Asia, where we are. And so I'd really like to congratulate the climate group for actually creating an event and inviting speakers that represent that diversity of views, including from some of the major players that are not always part of the conversation,